Oh my goodness. And the Peach game looks cute too. Oh, I'm so happy about Paper Mario. I can't even make that joke anymore for any upcoming directs. Like, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. We're finally getting it. I'm so excited. Yeah, other than that, there wasn't too much that caught my attention. Like, I don't think it was a direct that was like, you know, it didn't catch my interest too much, but Paper Mario is my like my biggest thing for sure. Otherwise, like, yeah, some of the Mario stuff looked pretty good. Like, the Peach game is looking cute. The Super Mario RPG remake looked pretty good. You had a great time. I remember saying early on in the direct, I was like, tactical RPG fans are eating good this direct. Like, a lot of games that I was like, I was thinking, I think Joel would like this. Trombone Champ coming to Switch. That is so funny to me. I went mad over Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Me too. It's like one of my favorite games growing up. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good game. Yeah, honestly, the graphics were pretty bland. It was from what, 2006 is what it says on here. Damn, Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Oh, the Xeno Amiibos, yeah. More than enough games for you. That's so awesome. Okay, so I guess I don't know how long I'll stream for, but I'll stream for a little bit. I do want to play some Zelda. I think I'll just maybe carry on with what I was doing like last night. I have a travel medallion here. Kind of working through like the sky clusters. Let me log into my Zelda map. Oh, I'm so excited about Paper Mario, you guys. I'm so excited about Paper Mario. That is a good game. Sammy, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. ZeldaMaps.com. So yeah, this will be another little chill gaming session. I think I'm just gonna kind of pull up my 100% map. And we'll go from there. You're going to Japan? That's so awesome. Wait, I was so hyped up, I wasn't even paying attention. When did they say Paper Mario is coming out? I wasn't even paying attention. And did they say, is it gonna be physical or digital or... I gotta look into that. I actually don't even know. Oh, 2024, okay. Okay, so what I was trying to do, I don't have a lot of this sky cluster, so I'm just trying to work my way. This looks like the highest island in the cluster. Where is it? This one up here. Looks very interesting. No other details were given. So we'll probably hear more about it in future directs, I'm thinking. Wow, how am I gonna get all the way up there? Okay, let me log into my map. Oh, it's been good, it's been good. Just busy and stuff, but good. I agree, I really like having physical games. I really like a physical game. HD real cool. I'm so excited. Oh. Okay, if I can get over there, that would be awesome. A rocket shield would work, but I don't want to get rid of anything on any of my shields. that's so cool. Where was the thing I was looking at? My energy's gonna run out soon. Where the heck was that little platform I was looking at? I'm not seeing it. You think so? Yeah, it was a lot of ports and remakes. Am I, good? What the heck? There was a platform I was looking at. It's right there. Okay, why am I... Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's just a lot of remakes. Why am I having such a hard time finding it when I'm up here? Oh, it's that. Shoot. Oh god, I really don't have... Could I... And Pauline, yeah, that's pretty cool. Aw, that's so awesome, Sammy. I'm glad to hear. Very glad to hear. A Funky Kong in Mario Kart. I don't know if I know who Funky Kong is. Ooh, is this gonna fall on the ground? Yeah, no space. I really want to reach that thing over there. Okay. I think it's time I break the tomato shield. I need a rocket shield. The king in Mario Kart Wii, your childhood. Oh, that's so awesome. They don't look that much different. Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country games. Oh, I never played Donkey Kong Country. And thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Oh, but... Oh, are you referring to, like... If they were to make a new Nintendo console, you wouldn't want it? Oh, I'll definitely be grabbing it, whatever it is. I feel like they'll probably build on what they sort of introduced with the Switch, but they'll probably add a lot of, like, upgraded changes. And I imagine it will probably just run a bit better and look better. It's interesting to see what they do with it, though. I'm curious. It definitely feels like we're kind of nearing that time where we're gonna get a new system soon. It's so wild to think about. Xbox Series X Power? Is that really good or really bad? I don't really know much about Xbox stuff. Saving your tips from work for it. Yeah, I just love Nintendo so much. Like, whatever it is, I'll definitely be grabbing it. And then knowing that's what, like, all the new, like, Zelda, you know, games and stuff will go on in the future. Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like the Switch was released so long ago, they would probably improve it a bunch. Very good. Unicorn game from Atlas. Ooh. Okay, let's say goodbye to my tomato shield for now. Goodbye, tomato. I'm gonna put a rocket on it. I'm running kind of low on rockets. Shoot, I guess it's maybe in my best interest to just use this. I think I should just try to get there first. That seems like the obvious choice. Because that's the hard one to get to. No Zelda news, no. Yeah, nothing Zelda at all, actually. Aside from, briefly showed the amiibos, the Tears of the Kingdom amiibos, but that's not new. I feel like they announced that last direct. I think they sort of were just recapping it, really. It's kind of far ahead, too. I should probably try to get some forward momentum as well. Oh, I'm so hyped for Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Like, truly, that is such a good game, you guys. Take me there. Ooh, what is this place? I've never been here. Okay, this is about as high as it's gonna take me. And there is a shrine there. I'm looking at my map. Is there an island under me? Yeah, kind of. I could see it. Huh. Will I be able to make that? Maybe just to be safe, I'm gonna... For me to fly all the way there and then having to climb up, I'm gonna use one more rocket shield, I think. Or I'll just, let me put one more rocket on this platform. I'm gonna have to visit those gumball machines soon. Because I'm running kind of low on like good Zonai devices like rockets and stuff. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, actually, you know what? Kind of perfect. But if I could bring that down. Can you fucking stop? Oh fuck. You fucked up my whole plan. Goodbye. I was like, maybe I could use that for something. Okay, well, too late now. Whoa. Having that would have been cool to maybe get around to other places because I'm so high up. But I'll survive. Okay, this is new. This is new. I have not been here. Peach fan art, I could see it. I really like all the different designs that they showed. All the different looks for Peach. Okay, let's explore. Never been here. Never been here. Ooh, fairy. Wow. Yeah, the Xeno amiibos, they did look cool. Peach got to use her sword before Zelda. True, they had like a sword fighting Peach or something. What the game is looks cool, but I need more. Yeah, some of them looked pretty neat. Oh, it is so bright outside. Okay, yeah, I am gonna close my blinds again. Okay, that's a bit better. Mario RPG, it does look really good. Any more fairies? Ooh. Looks great too. Ew, sunlight. Yeah, it's really sunny today. This morning. What's gonna happen? Okay, the Water Lord. Lightcast Island. Very interesting. I see some fishies. Oh, I can get all of them because all their water's gone. Poor fishies. I'll collect you all so you don't suffer. Come here, fishies. I'm coming to save all of you fishies. I'm sorry I got rid of your water. I'll save you. Oh, this guy's still trying to swim. I'm gonna collect all the fishies. Fish Farm Island. I'm coming for you, fishies. No, they still have some water. Barely any. Damn, the sun, you guys. God damn. Okay, now it cannot poke through at all. So bright, I know. Even when it was like half closed, it's still so bright. We're gonna keep it like this. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Wow, there are a lot of fish here. That's so sad. I took every single fish out of the water. I think I got all of them. I have 0 arrows. Solid. Oh! And I have no weapon. I just moon jumped over him. I'll just use this. Fighting with no gravity is so chaotic. I don't even think that was me. That was like Tulin or Minoru or something. Is it hot out? I think it's like 16 degrees Celsius. Yeah, and it says it feels like 16 degrees, similar to the actual temperature. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I think the equivalent would be like 40s. 16 degrees Celsius right now. So not super hot actually. I can look it up, what the conversion would be. It's definitely starting to feel like fall here. Oh, okay, I was way off. I don't know my Fahrenheit. 16 degrees is equivalent to 60 Fahrenheit. I was way off. So it's like warm. It's comfortable fall temperature. You're from Brazil? I know, it's wild. The whole world uses Celsius, but I feel like so much of the world is American. So I always feel the need to convert. It'd be so easy if the whole world used the same metric system. Wanna play them one day? Who the hell is trying to throw hands? It's so sad, I have no arrows. I really need to get some arrows. The Wise games? Zelda E, less puzzles. Trails games, ooh. I just don't want to miss anything. Okay, so if I look at my map, where am I right now? I can get rid of this now. There's a treasure chest back here. Is that arrows? Mirror 3. Okay, it seems like I'll definitely be doing stuff with light. I should probably be healing up soon. I need to cook. I don't really have all the meals I have are like glue meals. Okay, where are you gonna try to get me to go? Right down there? Okay. No. Gravity, please. Metroidy. No! 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 It's so hard with the gravity! It's so hard. I have to like perfectly time out when I let go of my paraglider. Yay! Okay. Okay, this Korak, done. Oh, there's a chest with a star fragment. First try! That's definitely the first try. Hollow Knight is your game of the year. Silk Song is like Prime 4. Oh yeah! Same situation, right? Like, it was announced briefly once, and then no word since, right? I think that chest is, probably on the inside of the island, because I'm not seeing it right here. So it's probably when I enter it. Okay, to make things less confusing. And I do want that, that chest as well. Is it just gonna be out in the open? No, okay, so there's an entire interior to this. Okay. Here we go. You know, Bo, like, stop. Very interesting. It's very spooky. I don't like it so far. I don't like it. It's very spooky. It's very spooky. It's very spooky. Yes, Luigi's Mansion 2! I so want to play that. I so want to play that. Can I please have this stand up? Okay. Thank you. I positioned it weird. I think it was upside down. You'll pass on Luigi's Mansion 2. Level 5 is confirmed to be there too, so we'll see. I think for that direct, like, ones that I would be interested in playing, but don't know if I'll necessarily, like, care to buy right away. Just because Switch games are expensive. Or like Luigi's Mansion 2, Mario RPG. What else? The Peach game. It's like I would definitely play them, but I don't think I'll like go out of my way to play them at release or anything. But Paper Mario is like, I'm hands down gonna get that one. No way! Hi guys, hi Ash! Oh my god, welcome guys, how's it going? Watch you play Luigi's Mansion. I played the first one. It was really fun. Oh my god, welcome guys. If anyone here does not follow Ash, She is the best. She is so sweet, and her streams are so chill. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm Victoria, TwinklyTor on Twitch. Beat Tears of the Kingdom main story recently, and I won't spoil anything in case any of you are playing through it, but we have begun the 100% grind. So I have a Zelda virtual map pulled up, and I'm like going through the sky clusters right now and just kind of doing things I've missed. You did? Oh, that's so fun. Did you guys watch the Nintendo Direct? Oh my god. My takeaway, my highlight. This is coming to Switch. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. One of my favorite GameCube games. But I hope you had such a chill stream. I hope Stardew was fun. Stardew's such a good time. Oh yes, we did. Very nice. And no worries if anyone has to head out or like wind down or anything. I just appreciate you raiding, Ash. If you've got to step away, no worries at all. And that goes for the raiders as well. But thank you so much for that raid. I really appreciate that. If we're up this early, it's direct time. I feel you. It was a struggle. Oh, and it's even earlier for you because you're West Coast, right? I'm Eastern, and I struggled to get up for 10 a.m. Like, I look like a mess. I have no makeup on. I'm half asleep. But goddamn, it's gotta be like 7 a.m. right for you? Or it was at the time, I guess. Dave the Diver Pog? Yeah, it was a pretty decent direct. Not a lot of things that really appealed to me necessarily, but there were some good things. Off to dog walk, okay. Well, I hope she has a good time walking the doggy. Laughs in Europe. True. It's like late afternoon for you, basically. Streaming is a bit of work, that's fair. Oh, she's always up this early. I see, I see. The Spy Family thing. Spy Family thing. I'm trying to think of what that was. Spy Family thing. Doesn't ring a bell. The one with the girl who she said like, who's my dad and something like that, and she was like, oh, like my dad is still alive, and then it was all anime looking. That one looked pretty good. The one like right after. I already forget. Not that one. The Anya game. It's not ringing a bell. And I just watched it. Oh yes, pink hair. The schoolgirl one? With the dog with the bow tie? And the dog with the hat? That one looked kind of cute. The schoolgirl, yeah, that one looked cute. And the dog had little glasses on, and then he had a little tie, and then he had a little hat. That one looked pretty cute. I thought it looked cute. But yeah, there were some good announcements. I'm in the Peach. Seeing more of the Peach game was really cool. Yeah. It was a pretty good direct. It definitely feels like the end of the Switch life cycle. It was a lot of ports. Luigi's Mansion too. But yeah, I saw earlier you said I really want to watch you playing Luigi's Mansion, Trixie. I streamed the first one, but that was in my early like stream days before I saved my VODs and like had a VODs channel. So unfortunately there's like no content at all from my Luigi's Mansion playthrough aside from maybe a handful of clips. But Luigi's Mansion, the first one, was so fun. I definitely want to play the second one. You're buying the homies games regularly, Joel. I know, I wish games weren't so expensive. Game backseated once. Problem was dude told me to get out of his house. Oh, wait, what? I game backseated once. Problem was dude told me to get out of his house. Wait, I'm trying to understand. So like, oh, like backseating, but you're saying like IRL? I'm sure there's a joke there. I'm trying to understand, but I'm so tired. But that sounds very funny. They broke into someone's house to backseat. Oh, gotcha. I get it. That's funny. That's funny. I would do my button, but I don't have my sound alert set up right now. Semi creepy. That's kind of funny. Like it starts off like, oh, backseating, and then you're like, oh, I was in their house. But yeah, so if anyone is also playing Tears of the Kingdom, I won't spoil anything main story. But if you haven't seen this Sky Island cluster and you don't want to be spoiled on anything, that's what I'm kind of working on now. But yeah, I'm 54% of 100%. But I'll be doing like the true 100%, like all the overworld boss medallions, all the fairy upgrades, which I don't think counts towards the percentage, so it'll be a grind, but I'm excited. Were you guys doing anything particular in Stardew or just having a good old chill time? Stardew is a game I'd like to revisit one day. Stardew is very fun. Waiting for the husband to wake up? In Stardew? Oh, in IRL. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, that's fun. We only did a day in Stardew. Oh, I see. So it was like a very chill morning stream. But that makes sense, especially after a direct. It's like, you know, a lot of people don't really want to stream afterwards. $1% off full completion in Hollow Knight. That's so exciting. I've heard that's a big game in terms of even just boss fights and things like that. It's gotta be something I can do with this one. Well, we will be here for a while. Okay. Oh! Okay. Did not mean to do that. Okay, let's just see what's going on down here first. And then I can come back for that mirror in a bit. God damn, it is so dark right now. Oh, but I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. I just want to see things. Okay. At least my pants can light things up a bit. Oh, I really don't like the dark. Can't say I'm a fan. Ooh, treasure. What happened to your hearts? Good question. Good question. I need to cook. I don't really have good meals right now. All my meals are restores hearts damaged by gloom. They're all gloom meals. And then I guess I have some stamina ones I guess I could eat for the meantime. Just to heal up a bit. Okay, so let's see. Let me take out a mirror. And try to figure out what's going on here. These mirror puzzles are very confusing. Very confusing. Time to sell them all, yeah. Yeah, pretty much I prepped all my meals for the end of the game. And then now I have no use for all these glue meals, so I'm gonna sell them all to open up space. And then we'll make meals I can actually use. Whee! You haven't done that counts towards it. Oh, that's fair though. That's fair though, Pa. That's impressive that you've done like even just what the game considers 100%. What was I looking at? There was something interesting over there. So I'm assuming whenever I solve this light puzzle, a shrine's gonna open up for me. This place is really big. I just need to connect all this light somehow. Damn, it is so early in the morning. Oh! Tula knocked over my entire, my light! Can he not do that? Are there 2 mirrors here in the water? Oh, goddamn. I need something to climb so I can correct Tulin's mistakes. This little bee, right? Like, how rude was that? I'm limited on fans and he just blew it in the water. I might just get rid of him. I want to always use his ability out of habit, but with the gravity situation, I don't really need it anyway right now. That sucks. Still here excited for the games. Nintendo Directs are always so exciting. Will this float? Do I have any sort of like water thing? Do I even have enough zonite for it though? That is the question. Damn. F the loot, right? So sad. I just really need anything that will get me across the water. I wish I had more zonite. I want to get those mirrors because I don't really have a lot of mirrors right now. Can pretty much most things float in this game. Like if I were to slap a sled in the water, would it float? Probably not, right? I mean, I could always give it a shot. Do the wings float? Try that. Take out a fan. Take out a light. Doing stuff in the dark is so tricky. I really hope that you float. Please. You know what I could technically actually do right now? Let's see. Look at how many bright bloom seeds I have. Why didn't I think of this earlier? Illuminate this place the F up. Ah, beautiful. That makes life so much easier. Okay. Ah, this Tulin, you ruined everything. Let me put my little boat in the water. I hope it works. I really hope it works. Please. Please. Okay, it doesn't really work. So I just kind of wasted resources. But that's okay. I just really need something to stand on. Okay. Get to safety. Please, get to safety. Please. Please. Oh my god, this is so sad. Yay! Okay, it worked great as a device to stand on. Okay, now step one. Because I don't think any of them are doing any favors for me right now. I am going to get rid of all of them. Get rid of every single one. Ugh. I feel so tired that my eyes are like watering. I don't know if anyone else gets that. I feel like I'm just sitting here looking like I'm crying. But I need to try to stay tired, so I'll be okay for my overnight shift tonight. And then I'll take the biggest, fattest nap after stream. Okay. It's definitely been there. You know, sometimes if I have to be up early and go somewhere, I'm like always wiping my tears away and it looks like I'm like emotional in public. Get rest. I'm gonna try to. Sometimes I have a hard time sleeping before overnights. Okay, and this one is in the way a little bit. See, the thing is, I'm definitely making some things work, but I mean, I'm definitely making the light travel, but I don't know what my goal is from here, you know? But we shall figure it out. Is this a little opening down here? It is not. I think... So it's a dead end on that side, so I think I need to just kind of keep the light going on this side. Like, what's going on over here? Oh, that's nice. I have so many bright bloom seeds because most of my depths are illuminated now, so they've really been building up in my inventory. Okay, yeah, so my end goal is definitely down here. There's a lot going on back here. Oh, another mirror. Okay, Pog. The Zelda and Ganon amiibo? I really want to. I don't know if I necessarily care about the Ganondorf one, but I would really, really like the Zelda one. I really would. I hope it's not too late though. I remember when they were announced the last Nintendo Direct, apparently some stores and like companies already started putting them up for pre-order. And like apparently they're like sold out or really expensive now. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know what's truth or not. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't actually think I need this mirror over here. I really don't think there's anything on this side at all, other than that treasure that gave me more mirrors. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it, like... I think last Nintendo Direct they said, oh, the amiibos are coming out holiday season, if I'm not mistaken, and that was all they gave us. And now there was an actual date, right? It said November 4th or something. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye out and see if some stores release it soon, or like a pre-order for it.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is kind of fun. Okay, I was kind of confused for a while there, but now I think I know what's going on a little bit. I don't think I need any of these over here at all. I'm gonna start bringing all these over. Okay, start bringing these over. November 4th? Yeah, I've never had an amiibo, but I would really love the Zelda one. I think it's so beautiful. Whee! I think it's very beautiful. Okay. I probably don't actually even need this many mirrors. But I will bring them along just in case. I guess you can never have too many mirrors. Do you think you're gonna get either of them, or don't really care too much for them? Like, the Xenoblade ones are probably like 100% for you, right? But do you like the Zelda or the Ganon one? The Ganondorf one is cool. I don't know. I think I would really like the Zelda one. Oh shoot, I can't bring it that far. Just about. Oh. You know what? That's okay. Might get both. Nice. Yeah. I get that. I get that. That's kind of how I feel about the Zelda one too. I'm like, if I get the opportunity to get it, I might, but otherwise, I don't know. I think I'm okay without either of them. I would like the Zelda one though, more so than the Ganon one for sure. Okay, ooh, that's so exciting! I love that for Xenoblade and Xenoblade fans. Okay, I see what's going on, but let's just really illuminate the place up. Okay, from here... do something with that one. Ooh, this is really cool. Ooh, something's happening, you guys. Oh, there was another treasure chest I apparently missed. Or did I get it? Let me look back at my map. I think I got it. Star fragment. I definitely did not get it. How? Okay, right around here. It's apparently a star fragment and a chest. F099 is wild. I want a star fragment. Oh, let's go. Should be a star fragment. That is so nice. So kind. So kind of the game. Wow, this is actually a big place. Okay, let's keep going this way, I guess. This way. Okay, so I guess we need to go down there. It's kind of spooky though. We're getting places. Oh my gosh, my eyes are so watery right now. I'm sorry if I look like I'm crying. I'm completely fine. Ooh. What the hell is going on down there? This game really wants me to do stuff in the dark. And I say no way, Jose. Me all the time. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, my eyes just feel really watery right now for some reason. Wee, that slow-mo gravity dive. Okay, don't really think it's needed. I might try to bring another mirror over. Fans dining well. Yeah, I feel like that Direct had so many JRPG types of games and tactical RPGs and stuff like that. Oh, I'm so happy Paper Mario is coming. 2024. I wonder when that would be. Like before summer, hopefully. Good things. Oh, my eyes are crying like crazy. Okay, do I need a mirror down here for anything? Okay, what's this chest gonna be? Oh, damn! Oh, shit. Oh, damn. That is so nice. Let's freaking go. That's so weird. Treasure chest, armor. Zonite helm, yeah, I'll check it off. Wow. A helmet forged of zonite. The magic infused into it during its production grants its wearer improved energy efficiency for zonite devices. Wow. He's cold though. Wow, that is so cool. Wow. Very nice. Oh, it's so hard to fight with the gravity! S-tier hairstyle too, right? Right, Randy? That's a really cool piece of armor. Okay, and I assume this will open up a shrine for me. Oh! He took the mirror that I dropped and fused it onto his weapon. I think that's what just happened. So I just gave him an item to fuse. I think that's what he did with it. Because they were both here. I dropped them on top of each other and it fell from him. I think he saw it and I fused it. Okay, I'm trying my best. Whoa! It's like the Haunted Mansion at Disney World. The elevators and the ceiling going up around you or something. I don't know if that makes sense. If you know, you know. Item thief, right? So rude. He took my item. Wow. I opened it up. Okay, but what does that do for me? Like, where's the shrine at? I could have just taken the other way outside, you know? What did this do for me? A magic staircase? Ooh. I feel like I'm getting further from where I need to go. There's a shrine here, that's why I have it stamped. I don't think I need to be descending. Maybe it's hidden on the side somewhere. Oh, it is. Wow. I assume this will be a blessing shrine. I hope this will be a blessing shrine. It's definitely gonna be a blessing shrine. Oh. It should be. Should be. Oh, my eye feels so irritated today. It's hella leaky. Yay, it's a blessing shrine. Whee! I'm thinking when the walls were like lifting up, it probably opened up the door to the shrine as well. That was probably the purpose of it. What's your eye mad about? I don't even know. It's like my left eye right now. She's hella leaky. It's so irritated. I don't know why. EYE don't know. But like, you guys get the joke like that? Pretty funny. Pretty funny. I feel like it's my skincare. I think I put like sunscreen too close to my eye. You know, sometimes if you get like sunscreen close to your eye, how it can kind of, or like something like in like a cream or something, it can irritate it. That's what I feel like. Like maybe I was like quickly doing my skincare before the Nintendo Direct, and I feel like it's irritated in a way like where I put product too close to it. Wordplay. That's a knee slapper. I know. I'm so funny sometimes. JK, JK. Ooh. Oh, and then it goes back up, so I could have gone from both ways. Yeah, I was trying to do my skincare routine so quick before the Nintendo Direct. It was like 9:52 or 9:53, and I was like doing my skincare so fast. Wow, okay, do I have anything here? Yeah, it looks like I've got everything. There's a device dispenser, but that's much lower. And there's 2 Koroks on this island that I'm missing. Huh. One is slightly higher than me and one slightly lower than me. That was a camping trip. It was intense. It was intense. Did you hear about that camping trip? Oh, you guys are so funny. Oh, you were both saying it. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'm trying to match my coordinates to the Koroks. 1809. It's higher. Now I'm probably too high up though. Oh, I'm not. I am not. Okay, if I follow all the coordinates, I should be able to get there. More gameplay? Heck yeah. Baker Beach! I loved all her looks. It was so cute. I should look at all the coordinates and not just the one on the right. Okay. 0979. Okay, so in terms of like where I'm standing, this is exactly where the Korok is. But higher. Where? 3599. Negative 3599. I don't really understand the coordinates fully. 3599. The thing on the left. A bit weird. I should just quickly look up a video. Lightcast Island Koroks. Make my life so much easier. Just sometimes visually seeing people do the puzzles is really nice. Okay, well there's definitely one over here somewhere. I think probably at the top of this. I'd assume. I'll go for this one first, because this one seems pretty obvious. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a Korok around here. Oh yeah, wait, but I don't have an arrow. Can I do this without an arrow? It's a shooty one. Uh-oh. That sucks. Oh, you know what? I should be using my guidebook. I should go get it. Or yeah, if you see it. Oh, yeah, I should be using my guidebook. You'd be missing the point. That's so funny. I actually have to go to the washroom and I'm gonna pee quickly as well. I might actually... Sorry, I'm just eating my bear paw crumbs. I might actually, maybe I'll go put water on, like to boil a tea. I'm gonna get my guidebook, I'm gonna run to the washroom, and I might try to make a tea quickly. Do a backflip with low gravity. There's gotta be a way to do it. Or I could probably even use like from, one of my weapons, that emits like light or something. Like one of my Wizrobe staffs, I could probably hit it with anything really. Okay. I will be back in a bit. Just a minute, a couple minutes or so. It just gives coordinates, no photos, so damn. It was worth a shot. Worth a shot. Okay, I will be back in just a moment. Oh god. Oh god, is she gonna save me? Zelda, you missed! You missed! Zelda, oh! Come back! She's trying her best! Okay, I could not stick the landing. They had to give me a cutscene. Randy!
Pass the time before Scarlet and Violet smiley face. Tilde sent via thronegifts.com.
Oh my gosh. Randy! Randy, you mad lad! Thank you so much, Randy, for Arceus! Am I on drugs? Why am I acting so weird? I did! I've added a mask counter and I made it match my branding. I'm very pleased with it. I'm blind. Yeah, do you guys like the mask counter? I'm so scared right now. Oh my god, I'm so fucking scared. So fucking scared. We're getting halfway done your shift. Nice! I hope work's going well. Fuck that! Fuck that!
You got debated. You got debated. You
Almost got debated. What the heck is that Gordon doing there? Whoa. Crazy shit. Zelda is the moon.
I believe in you. Now, shall we try one more time?
Oh my god! I love him! Sell that one.
Pro controller for pro gamer less than 3 inches tilde sent via thronegifts.com.
I can't with all the gifts and the generosity. Was that a pro controller? I'm getting spoiled. I'm getting spoiled this month. It's on Twitter now. Oh, the cappuccino. I'm still processing the gaming chair. I'm still processing the gaming chair. Everyone's liking it. I'm so shook. And let me just hydrate. Wait a moment. Anonymous. I want to catch that little guy. Wow, Stardew lore.
Thanks.
Oh my god. Ah. We're about to learn some cool Zora lore. Well, in the Ocarina of Time. Well, not really. Then maybe don't get your hopes up. I'm just really excited. But yeah. I hope there's no boss. Oh my god! Oh my god, that made me jump. Oh, let me, okay, I don't know why I thought there wasn't a boss. Too good to be true. See, you guys know what I'm being... S-word? The S-N-O-W. What's your favorite part of the winter update? Oh, Gran, I love it all. This is my favorite Animal Crossing update by far. Do you play Animal Crossing, Grandman? I think I just love it visually. Like catching snowflakes. Oh, did you do that on purpose? You made me say the S-word. And it's down to minute 45. I have to reset. Oh, no. Okay, I'll reset. I'm so bad with that. Okay. 5 minutes, starting now. I'm sure. Sorry, I can't take you with me.
You're doing great, Tori. Tilde sent via jointhrone.com.
That chair's like a couple $100. Oh, what the heck? Why am I tearing up a bit, actually? That's like a lot of money. I'm like kind of tearing up. I'm like kind of shocked right now. I'm like kind of shocked right now. That's a lot of money. Wait, I'm just trying to process. 12-inch? Or the Rad Dad?
My dick is uncomfortably erect.
affiliated, I'll probably add a show cat. You should. You should. I think Radical Penguin. I think Daddy. Did I just say Daddy? I did not. I meant Danny. Okay. Sorry, I don't even know what to say about that. I was gonna say I think Danny. Hello. Thanks for waiting. I just wanted to make a tea quickly. A nice hot tea. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I got my guidebook. It's so funny because it's like more convenient for me to just like click things off on zeldamaps.com, but like, man, having a guidebook is just cool. So I'm gonna keep it here just in case. I haven't really gone through this yet too much. It's really pretty though. You make coffee? Nice. Wow, it kind of, for Koroks, it probably just shows you coordinates, but like for quests and stuff, it seems to give you a full breakdown of everything. Which is really cool. You're back! Oh my god, I hope the appointment went well! I hope the appointment went well. Welcome back! It did? Oh, I'm glad. Oh, and I saw it when I was away! Why we come here, for the game-breaking strats. Trust Vic to push a game to its limits. What can I say? I'm the ultimate like speedrunner game breaker. Like I come up with all the strats and all the routes for everyone. We did it. When people are like, I want to hit my PB, I need to get all the best and most effective strats. They're like, twitch.tv/TwinklyTor is where all the game-breaking strats are. Miss you guys, miss you too. Always. Missed all of you. Oh, you guys were saying you miss each other. I'm gonna chime in. I miss all of you. Okay. So there's one more Korok I'm missing, and I'm confused about it. One more Korok I am missing on this island. Okay, so I have this. I have this. I have the shrine now. Okay, one more Korok I am missing. I'm just trying to match up the coordinates. 3621. Was that him? No, that was another one. Oh my god, am I goofy? They give a little description of every Korok. What does it say? Below the big island, on a small island near the dispenser. It's lower. They give you a little description. I missed that. Below the big island, on a small island near the dispenser. Okay, we gotta go down. Did not recognize this place. Yeah, it was tricky to get here. Lightcast Island. I just noticed it yesterday. I've never been to this cluster. You think you do? It was kind of annoying to get to. It was like you get to the first set through like a waterfall that reaches the surface. But I don't think there's any like Sheikah Tower or Skyview Tower that shoots you there. It was with a waterfall. And then you kind of have to work your way up. Did I not get this? We got that yesterday, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, whatever this was, I got it yesterday. I have to make sure I'm deleting my stickers as I go, or else I'm just gonna confuse myself. Feel that. Been so long since you played. Feel that. Oh, so are you all kind of in the same boat? Like you beat the main story and then you took a little break from it? Are you guys playing any other games or just kind of chilling, like taking a step away from gaming right now? And also, do you guys plan to like go back to it or at some point, or just not really interested in like doing any more beyond the main story? All of which are valid. I was talking to Joel about it yesterday. He was like, if like I have time free up, and maybe I'll go back and play it one day, but I'd also be content just like leaving it where I left it, you know? Oh yeah! How are you liking that? Baldur's Gate 3. I've heard people like really like it. From what I've seen, I don't know if it'd be my kind of game, but I know like people are really into it right now. Apparently it's like really, really good. Haven't been to one of these in so long. What am I looking for again? I'm looking for these. I forget, do Zonite charges have any other purpose other than the device dispenser? You can like... You can activate them while using Zonite devices, and it'll give you some more battery life, right? And that's pretty much it. Ooh, wings. Hoverstone, spring. Ooh, this one had some good stuff. I don't think there's a purpose for these aside from... from the dispensers. I believe? I don't remember. It's kind of confusing me right now. That should be fine. Okay. Where is he? I just saw him. There was definitely a little platform with a Korok when I was flying down. Okay, bring the sages back. Turn, very much like Dragon Age. Ooh, you haven't beaten it. More D&D. That sounds fun. Oh, it's gonna want me to go to the surface. Goddamn. Where the heck are all my travel medallions? Collect this one. Oh god, where's my other one? I don't know where I put all my travel medallions. I wish there was a fast way to collect all of them. Because I'm like, if I don't even know where it is, surely it can't be that important wherever I placed it, you know? There's no button like retrieve all, right? Collect. Oh! Oh! Oh, yeah. When I was beating the game, I think. Oh, that's cool. It does show you. It does show you. I think that was all of them. Oh, what a cool feature. Okay, place. Even though I think this is the last thing I need to do here, I still want to go fight the construct, so... And there's some more islands. How high or how low are they though? Oh god. Okay, I did it. I'm still here. I want to come back to Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild Master Mode. DLC, but I will wait. That's fair. I know like no story DLC makes sense for Tears of the Kingdom. But I've seen a lot of people pretty upset that there isn't going to be any sort of like combat challenge to Tears of the Kingdom, like a Tears of the Kingdom Master Mode. Ooh, I want to get to those ones after. Okay, I think what I could do, I'm gonna fight the construct, and then I could probably go back to the Lightcast Island Shrine and glide to that island, hopefully, because I haven't been to that set of islands. Okay, we're gonna fight him. Mark is complete. Mark is complete. Okay, we are done with Lightcast Island. Let's freaking go. I'm gonna see if I've ever fought this construct. Oh, he's associated with a shrine, I guess. There's a shrine thingy there. Gravity! Stop! You ruined my plan! Oh, number 3! He's kind of tricky! Poseidon! Get your butt out of the way. Oh god, where is it? You now have Celeste, but it scares me. Yeah, I think I own Celeste and Hollow Knight, but I'm kind of worried that when I try games like that, it will feel very difficult and overwhelming to me. No. No, 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 no. Oh god. Platformers are very difficult. They really are. Oh my god, these... It's hard to see shit with the sages in the way. Like, I think Minoru was standing in front of it when I was trying to get it. There! 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 Can I just climb you? Oh, yes! Kind of. Kind of not. Get out, Blake! My health, I really... Okay, I need to cook meals. Because all my... I have all glue meals from my final boss fight. Oh god. Yeah, Doolin, shoot him. I could just start kind of like pulling everything apart though, right? Oh yeah, because if you take enough off, then it falls apart anyway. Yeah, I should have been doing that. Everyone, beat him! Kill him! I fell off! No! Was that because of gravity? This fight is hard with the gravity affecting it. Please, gravity. No. Oh, it rolls. It rolls. Okay. Okay. No! It broke. Die, 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 die! Come on, so close! So close, so close, so close! So close! No! That was so close! So close that it's annoying! No! I'm scared to get too close! Oh, it's right there, it's right there. Okay, I think he's down, basically. Yay! Stressful. Yay! We did it! Okay, I'm gonna catch up on everything I missed. I feel like I'm having a pretty easy time with the flux constructs, level 1 and 2, but number 3 sometimes can take some time for me. Back from your appointment. I hope your appointment went well. We've just been doing, we're working our way through the Sky Islands. Kind of cross-referencing things I've missed, going to certain ones for the first time. Yeah, right now we're in this cluster, the Tabantha Sky Archipelago. Did the Lightcast Island. So I have this starred. There's a shrine over here, so that's probably for the thing I just got. How am I gonna bring it over there? I mean, there's probably Zonai devices over here. Oh, perfect, because I was wondering how I was gonna get there anyway, so you're probably expected to fight the construct. But let me go read everything I missed and have my tea before it gets cold. Ad for the content. Oh, hi George. I hope you're doing well. Sorry I missed your messages. No, be scared, please. Once you sink 80 hours into the game, it becomes good. Yeah, I feel like I knew people who tried out Hollow Knight or Celeste on stream and like really wanted to like it and ended up just kind of like rage quitting and getting so frustrated with how difficult it was. I'm doing well, George. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, you're totally good, Joel. You're totally good. I feel like we've all been pretty busy and like away from Discord lately. Life be like that sometimes. If I die, I'll put the game down and cry, yeah. Games like that are tricky. But Avalon, I hope your appointment went well. Yeah, I'm going for 100%. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. Like, who knows, maybe I'm like, I get 500 hours in and I still have a lot to go and I get so over it. But I genuinely think I'm gonna be like pretty stoked the whole time to go for a full 100%. It was one of my favorite parts of Breath of the Wild. I love the grind. I love the grind. Depends on the type of game, but I love the Zelda grind. Twitch ButtCon. Twitch ButtCon. Horoscope. Oh yeah, what's mine? But yeah, that is the plan. 100%. I'm very excited. Shock! The shock-proof rubber man! The shock-proof rubber man. Oh look, and he dropped like a bunch of fans. He dropped a bunch of fans. Which will probably help me with my objective. Very nice. Okay, so I have to get this, I think, up here. I don't even have the beam of light because I came down here before I went to the actual shrine. But based on my map, there's a shrine like right around there or something. So I assume that's what this is for. Okay, I will come back for you, Blood Moon. Gods, please be nice to me right now. Let's see what's going on over here. A formal diagnosis at this time. Which was what your appointment was for? The long process? Oh, I imagine that is like a long, tedious process, but I'm really proud of you for like going through it. Like once you get that formal diagnosis, I'm sure it'll be like super nice and, you know, reassuring. You got this. ADHD diagnosis, yeah. I feel that. Like going through a process of getting like diagnosed for anything sounds like such a headache, which I think defers a lot of people from doing it, which sucks. Like I truly, honestly think I probably have ADHD, but I don't know. I don't even know how I would go about the process. It's such a long, tedious thing. Okay, that should be a good little contraption. I have ADD, hi. How my brain is broken, right? Yeah, just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of reassuring. Okay, so I don't know for certain if this dude the shrine is up here. Oh, I think it is. That's funny, I don't even have the beam of light. I think I did this backwards. Oh, bye, Yunoko. Whoa, this is so fun. I should save this for auto build. I don't know if I can though, because I didn't really build it on my own. But this is really nice. What a fun way to get around. Whee! 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 Okay, don't go too high now. Okay. Good thing I factored in gravity, because I think if I let go at any later, it would have just gone completely over the island. Damn, I should save this for auto build. I don't think I can though. I forget how you save something for auto build. Oh! Oh, I remember. It's in history, right? Yeah, that was such a cool little device. Of course, without the shrine stone. But yeah, I like it. Probably will never have enough zonite to just make it on the fly, but that's okay. History, thank you so much. I completely forgot for a moment. I was like, how do you save it? But we figured it out in the end. I have your stone. Okay. There's your stone. It makes me want to cry. I feel that. I feel that. And then it's gonna say done right after, right? Hello? This shrine is so dramatic. It wanted me to take it like 2 millimeters away. Remind myself it's not forever. The end result can be both validating and hopefully others will be more understanding. Absolutely. I feel like that's the perfect way to look at it. And I really hope that the process ends up going as smoothly as it can. Thank you for the hug. Oh. This is pretty good. I feel like this is already more productive than yesterday's stream. Yesterday I was just kind of like overwhelmed trying to plan out 100%. Like I was looking at my map and I didn't even really know what I was looking at, and now I've kind of got a little system I'm following. Okay, so this shrine is done. This construct is done. So complete. Complete. I would show you guys what I'm doing. Like, I wish I could put my map on like a corner of the screen, but it takes up so much space. But if you guys ever want to see like my zeldamaps.com situation, I can always like flip over for a moment. Okay, and then there's gonna be a treasure map here. Hiccups. I'm not lazy, I promise. I'm just overwhelmed by everything. Yeah. I know, and growing up in school, like, I feel like from a young age, and like, I don't know, even going into high school and university, I just like couldn't really fathom how some people were so good at just like staying focused and like doing things on time. And I was like, it would bring me to genuinely like the point of tears, like the all-nighters I would pull doing assignments and like just having so much on my plate and being overwhelmed and like struggling to like focus or like, and I don't know. Yeah, and like I literally in like high school into university, I'm not even kidding, I would be so many times I would be literally the last one in the exam room, and like professors would be waiting on me for an exam period, because like if I heard like a single pen drop or like, and I saw people like getting up and moving around, and like and it would be such a stressful situation. I'd be like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now, and it's just like I just can't focus. I can't get things done by a deadline. Cause like I got pretty good at forming like good habits by the end of my undergrad, but like it did not come naturally to me. Yeah, like I have to be, I get so distracted by everything and I have such a hard time focusing on things. So relate to this. Wait, did you say your Sims cute? Yeah! Life really does feel like that sometimes. Or like you're trying to do something and then you forget what you're doing and you're like, I feel like a sim right now. Like I don't know if those are like ADHD things or if those are just like, I don't know. But I go through stuff like that all the time. It could be nothing, but I don't know. Okay, so that was all that was on this side. The only thing I really need here is a new device dispenser. Oh, I did this out of order. That's why I struggled so much to get to Lightcast Island. You're supposed to, you start with the shrine and then the construct, and then you shoot yourself over there. I was trying so hard to get up from like all the way down there, and that was such a struggle. It's funny how you can do things kind of in any way in this game, and then you figure out usually there is actually an intended way. Very funny. Okay, I'm gonna go to the device dispenser. Have I done that orb? I think I've actually done the orb. Yeah, so I've done this entire cluster, but it looks like that would have been the natural, like the natural progression that would have made the most sense is go here, do this, sky orb, because that's pretty close by actually. Towards something they don't experience. Never finish games because of it and it's frustrating. Yeah, that's valid. Like, I'll lose interest in things quickly and almost kind of want to go to the next thing, I guess. Okay, so I'll check that off. The only other thing I'm missing here is a treasure map, which is down on this end. No Koroks here though, from what I can see. Doing an island in reverse? Never, right? Me doing things opposite of the intended way? Unheard of. Never. The Sky Islands are so nice and peaceful. Like, sure they do get repetitive really early on, but it's such a nice break from, like, I don't know, the surface and the depths. There aren't really any enemies other than constructs. Just kind of like a nice peaceful breather, you know? And the music is so nice. Oh, you know what? See, now that I'm starting to cross-reference for 100%, I'm really confusing myself. Oh, I see it. Okay, it's hanging on a vine. I was gonna say this is exactly where the treasure is. I was gonna be like, have I been to this island and didn't get the shrine for some reason? But no. It is, she be dangling. She be dangling. Wait, I don't have an arrow. Can I just break the rope? Please let me just break the rope. I don't have an arrow. Please don't. Okay. Okay. I love chilling in the Sky Islands. Yeah. Sky Islands are so nice. Oh, my eye is still leaking. Oh, it's one I already have. You already found this treasure. That happened to us yesterday too, because I feel like I've done more depths than Sky Islands, to be honest. Your latest fixation is DIY stuff. I bought spray paint. Yeah, isn't that kind of like a trait of or I guess side effect of ADHD as well? I get so obsessive and fixated on certain things in my life, and I like make it my entire personality, and then I move on to the next thing. Hyperfixation. I've experienced that since I was a kid, like excessively. Like I go through like extreme phases with things. And that's like nothing else in my life is like matters. Yeah, I would honestly, if I got a diagnosis, I really feel like I have it. And it's sad though, because like growing up, you're like, well, I feel so much like stupider than other kids, or why can't I like focus or do things like other kids? So I feel like when you get being an adult and like getting a formal diagnosis would be really comforting and like reassuring. Or if I do it slow, cannot do TV. You just saw the Nintendo Direct. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? And go through phases. Tons of games. You like the medium a lot. Nice. It's hard to focus. That's fair. 4 from the desk. I cry. Unusual amount of games recently. That's so nice. That's so nice. I haven't beaten a lot of games this year at all. Pokemon Violet. What else was before Tears of the Kingdom? I don't even know. I have not gamed a whole lot this year compared to previous years. Can't put down Stardew Valley. Stardew's fun. Cart of things I pick up and forget about. Yeah, that's like me. Like I really have been wanting to get back into art, and I have so many art supplies just like sitting, taking up space, collecting dust that I have not touched in so long. And just little things like that. Like I'll pick up hobbies and then I won't touch them again. I'm just trying to read things I missed. When it's something you're required to focus on but don't attach to. And it's like my brain will actively go out of my way to try to procrastinate even when I know it's not in my best interest. Like I remember when I was in school and I was supposed to be doing an essay or researching something, I'd start like researching something else. Or like you'd go down like a rabbit hole on like on the internet, and you'd end up like getting like hyper fixated on something that's not relevant to like, your task or your project. And you're like, I probably wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't actively trying to procrastinate. But I don't, it's like your mind looks for ways to like avoid doing what you have to do, even though you know it's gonna like kick you in the butt later. Yeah, me too, Joel. Yeah, talk for hours about something you like, yeah. And people are always like, well, you just have to do it, just do it. I'm like, if I'm not interested in it, I literally can't bring myself to. No worries, Pa, have good food. Started doing art again, that's awesome. Yes, George, same. I'm so hyped. One of my favorite games. And this game just means a lot to me because it was, I think, one of my first games I ever played on GameCube. So Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life is like what got me into gaming. Like I grew up playing it on a family friend's GameCube, and I like that opened my eyes to like gaming and like and what GameCube was and stuff like that. But when I bought my GameCube, I wish I still had my box. I was decluttering and I recycled my GameCube box like sometime last year, and I regret it. But I got this in my GameCube. Remember back in the day, you'd always get free games with Nintendo consoles. So it's like in my GameCube box that includes Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. And I remember I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this game. But I probably played this like as soon as I got my GameCube or sometime during Harvest Moon, and I like got obsessed with it. 9 games so far, that's so nice. Wow. And wrote like 2 pages. Yeah, and I bought like bullet journals and stuff and cute stationery that I have not even opened or taken out of the packaging. So sad. Okay, so I got the treasure map. There's nothing else here. So from here... Okay! GG's, I completed this whole cluster. I'm trying to make sure. The only thing I wanted to cross-reference and make sure that I do have this chest. I think I do because I have a Korok here, but I want to just make sure at some point. 2 bullet journals. Oh wait, the way I read, I was so into BJ, and then I was like bullet journal. We're talking about bullet journals. But my mind for exactly, I was like, that's naughty. I just read BJ. I was like, oh damn, this chat's getting spicy. I was like, if that's your hobby, I respect it. I was like, just sharing your laundry. Damn. Oh god. Get your brain out of the gutter. I'm so sorry. So good, so good. But yeah, bullet journaling I think seems so fun. But I bought a really cute bullet journal. And I have not written in it, and I've cut myself off from buying like journals and stuff that say like 2023 or like calendars, especially like little like those like booklet calendars that have the year on them, because I never touch them, and I'll look at it like 2 years later. So I don't buy any stationery that has like a year on it. And you're like, you look at it in the shop and you're like, this is so cute, and you're like, will I use this during this year? No. Guy named DJ is loving this chat right now. Oh, fairies. At some point today, I should absolutely cook meals. I keep saying that, and then I keep forgetting until I'm in a battle, and I'm like, wow, I really need meals. Oh, did you see that? Unless it was just laggy for a moment, but I think the frog was jumping with anti-gravity. I guess it would affect the animals as well, right? I think he had slow motion hops. What a guy. I'm on the struggle bus every damn day. I wish they would sneak with me. How cute would it be if the sages like crouched? And they were like, okay, we're stealth now. Oh, look at slow motion frog! Anti-gravity frog. I've never noticed that. Glitch in the Matrix. He's like, I have no thoughts. I am just frog, but I jump slow. An hour before my therapy app, try to fill out the weekly notes instead of filling it out on the day. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That was like me in grade 11. I was in like a high school like fitness class, and you're meant to keep track of like your progress, and that was me. Everyone, it was like due month end or something, I would like make up stuff for the whole month. And I would just not do it the intended way. 70% of the stuff you did that week, yeah, so you're just making stuff up. Like you were like, I was feeling good, I was feeling sad. And you just make it up. 11th hour person. Okay, cool. We got everything here. What I could do... I was gonna say I could use this like little shooty thingy, but I don't need to go to any of the nearby sky islands. Yeah, this is the only one I need to check, but... I need to try to glide down there. I assume because I got a Korok, I probably got that chest, but I just want to make sure. Taylor Swift is typing. Oh yeah, blank spaces. Nice to meet you. How are you? Brain only works in blank spaces. Yeah, cute Taylor Swift popping up. I can show you incredible things. I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Chat AI for that. Me busting out of the thesaurus to find different ways to repeat the same shit. Probably. I love ChatGPT. I want to like figure out how to like use it more. If you give it the right prompts, I feel like ChatGPT is so cool. Like I've had it I've given it like a point form to-do list, and I'm like, can you try to like time block these throughout the day in like a satisfying order, and then it'll like break things down for you. Kind of nice. It's like you can kind of make it like your little assistant. You think you got an A on it? That's really nice. Oh, I was kind of worried about stamina, but I've got loads of stamina. I wish, I really wish, I feel like I've said this so many times. I truly wish ChatGPT was a thing when I was in school. Like, my program was just all essay writing. And, I know they have tools now that can, like, for schools that can kind of, like, detect AI. But to an extent, right? Like, sometimes just trying to figure out how to get, like, a paper to flow or getting a starting point is the hardest and most time-consuming part. Like, even if you, like, tweak the sentences and stuff, no one would know. Like, it can even just give you, like, good info to, like, build off of. And I would have saved so much, like, saved myself from so much stress and anxiety and all-nighters if ChatGPT was a thing when I was in school. It's like, school is so stressful, and for what? People are like, oh, well, you shouldn't do that because then it's taking away from, like, the purpose of the essay and, like, you're not actually learning. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't want to do this. I just want my degree, you know? This is too stressful. I have not done the Lome Labyrinths, but you know what? I think I tried to kind of like enter this one off stream, and it was like you have to go to the surface first. So I think you do have to do them in a certain order. The only labyrinth I've done in my entire playthrough is the Akala one, the surface one. So I wonder if you go to the depths first, if it also says go to the surface. I am here against my will, right? So where am I trying to go right now? The blue marker. I don't see where it is, but... And I don't know if I can fly that far. Oh, you know what? This shrine would have made more sense. But this was really high up. That was my issue. Okay, I'm gonna just try to get as close as I can to that area. Oh, I do have a lot of stamina meals though, so I think I'll be okay. I just want to see if I got this chest here that's on my map. Sage's Will. I want to see if I got it. Where are there islands close to me? So much lower. Yeah, I'm really high up right now. Was an illustration. I doubt I could get away with AI. Yeah, I guess for certain types of like hands-on like fields like that, you can't really cheese things too much. Do force you to do them in order. Is it a surface first for all of them? Land, sky, and then depths? Okay, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Good to know. Wow, I'm so high up right now. I think I'm still in the gravity zone as well. I can't tell. Oh, I need to follow the marker. Love the wind temple, just chilling there. I do too. And look, all the Rito stuff. And I'm just casually flying by it. That is one thing I love about this game, how the temples are just kind of a part of the overworld, and how you have them in the depths, in the sky, and on the surface, and how you can just casually pass them in your playthrough. Oh wait, what am I doing? I was getting so distracted I passed my objective. Oh god, my stamina! Did you guys see it? I have the smallest sliver of stamina. Oh god. Why do I have full hearts right now, though? Oh god. Oh, normal gravity? Okay. You're back in normal gravity. Small stamina. Yeah, it's really cool. Look at the wind temple. And all the little boats. What was everyone's favorite, like, lead up to the temple? I think my favorite temple, and I think a lot of people share this opinion, was the lightning temple. I feel like the lightning temple was so fun. But the wind temple was my favorite lead up. I think it felt the most epic. Rito, no competition. It was so good. And the music associated with the entire Rito line and like story beats was just so good. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing a chest, so I think I got everything I needed to here. Okay, that's what I figured. 'Cause I was like, I got the Korok here. I probably got the Sage as well, but I just want to make sure before checking it off. Okay. Very nice. So I'm looking at my map, and the entire, like... You know what? Aside from down here, the entire left side of my Sky Islands is 100% complete. You know what? I might be missing some stuff up here, though, as we get closer to the labyrinth. Okay, so there's a shrine up here that it looks like I entered and didn't finish. Okay, I don't think I've completed this area. Oh, whoa. I don't think I've completed this stuff because it looks like, there's a Korok here. Well, it looks like there's a lot of, treasure here. A lot of rusty weapons here for some reason. That's random. But I guess I've been here. There's a Korok here. I got it. There's a treasure map here. If I got the Korok, I assumed I got this. But we're gonna check it out. We're gonna finish this shrine, get this Korok, and see if I got that. And then we'll be done basically like the whole left side of the Sky Islands. The snow area was such a vibe. It really was. It really was. You felt the urgency of it. Yeah, and it was just so epic, like ascending so high into the sky, and then you see all the kind of like flying ships and you start bouncing on them. Like, it was just so cool. And kind of like platformer-esque in a way. It was really cool. When we go ouchie. Oh, I probably came... Oh, okay, so I didn't... Oh, I didn't want to do this. Okay. Wow, and there's the labyrinth. Okay, so we're gonna do this now. I guess there is an orb for me somewhere over here. They give me Zonai devices, but I just want to go check it out. I could probably just shoot myself there. Why are there so many rusty items? Very interesting. Very interesting. She's broken. He's fine. That's so funny. But that's so interesting. The orb is really low, so I'm guessing I go here and I probably drop down. And there's a chest. Oh, that's probably the chest I just marked. Treasure map. Depths armor. Whee. Creaks like a door. The name Skyrule caught on. The name Skyrule caught on. Oh, like you wish... Skyrule, yeah! That would have been so cool if people refer... Okay, that's the Korok I have. That would have been so cool if people referred to it as Skyrule. Skyrule, but yeah, everyone just calls it Sky Islands. It's crazy now that I'm done the story, and I think I can probably openly talk about it for the most part, because I think everyone in chat anyway has beaten the game. But I won't go into like super spoilery things just in case anyone lurking hasn't beaten the game, but... It's crazy. I remember like going back and watching like my early day Tears of the Kingdom VODs, and I was so set that I was like, she goes back in time, pre-Skyward Sword, and I had this whole like head canon. I was like, how cool would that be if there was like remains of Skyloft in the sky, or like the end of the game is like we fight Ganondorf on an island and then we see Loftwings and it's gonna become Skyloft. Like, I had all these theories about it there being like leading into Skyward Sword and being a loop, and none of that ended up really happening. I guess we kind of learned, I guess the imprisoning war would take place after Skyward Sword. But they had a really cool opportunities to have remains of Skyloft, I think, or bring like Loftwings in. I think that fan service would have been so cool if they did that. And that's why part of me is like, damn, if they did Tears of the Kingdom DLC, they could have done so much. But I was like really hoping there would be a Skyloft. Like it's kind of like in ruins and stuff, but then you see the general layout of it and maybe like the little houses in ruins, and then it unlocks a Skyloft, or there's something that makes you, or I don't know. Or if it was like just how on the surface you have like ranch ruins and it's Lon Lon Ranch from Ocarina of Time. What if there was an island and it's like the general layout of Skyloft, and then it's like Knights Academy ruins or something. Like that would have been so cool for the fan service. Even if they didn't really do anything story related with it, that would have been cool. To find a decayed item on the surface, you can find the pristine version in the depths. Yeah, I do know about that. I think the depths weapons that the ghost soldiers are holding, I think start to appear there each time you find like a decayed version of that weapon. Yeah, so many things to this game, it's crazy. Start holding the healthy ones. You watch the end game so many times for technique. That's so awesome. A lot of potential for DLC. That's why I was really shocked they don't want to do DLC. I think there's so much they could have done. I get them wanting to, like, it was already such a full game. I get why they wouldn't, but I also don't get why they wouldn't. Like, there's so much opportunity for more. But I guess they probably like poured so much creativity into this game for years. I could see them just kind of being done with like the era of the wild and just, you know, wanting to start focusing on the next mainline game. Like, it almost kind of feels like Tears of the Kingdom is everything they wanted to do with the era of the wild. Yeah, Champions got backstory in Breath of the Wild. It would be so cool to get more lore on like the Zonai times. Like one thing I was really hoping for when we started getting the first few Dragon Tier memories is, oh my god, how cool would that be to explore like the ancient Hyrule, like the Great Plateau with the old castle and the Temple of Time on the surface. That was one thing I was hoping they would explore more, like why the Sky Islands rose. They don't really touch on that in the game. There is I was talking about this a few streams ago, but if you go back to like the Sky Plateau, did I delete it? Weird. I thought I took screenshots of it, but maybe not. But if you go back to the Sky Plateau, oh, here it is. Okay, and there's like a little quest you can do, and a construct gives you some lore, but not a lot, about why they rose the Sky Islands. But that's like the only indication of it. Why are these structures in the sky? There's a reason for this. The hero who will defeat the Demon King will one day awaken at this very site. The site must be kept safe from the Demon King and his followers. It was therefore raised high into the skies. The tremendous power of the sages accomplished this feat long ago. And that's literally all they say about it. So I guess you fill in the blanks and you assume after Zelda's sacrifice, while they kind of wait for like the present day and for like the plan to go in motion with Link, they just like raise everything up to be safe. But like, I wish that would have been so interesting if that was like touched on in the main story. Or I was even thinking, like, what if at the end of the game, like, we see cutscenes of them like raising everything up? That would have been cool. You know, like, there's a lot more they could have done with it. But that would be so cool to explore Hyrule, like back in Raru's and Sonia's time. And like the Heber Mountain isn't damaged. The Dueling Peaks is just one mountain. Oh, it'd be so cool if we could have explored that. But I guess like Switch has limitations to do stuff like that, maybe. But it would have been so cool if we could have. I don't know. Like, man, that would have been so cool. If we could have played as Zelda in the past. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Oh, was there a troll? Did I miss something? On the next Switch? Yeah, well, even with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I really think they listened to the fans, and they did so much with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I think the series is just gonna improve so much with each game. I want to know where they were in Breath of the Wild. Oh, I have hiccups. Who were in Breath of the Wild? Secret Stone? Oh, where the Sky Islands were in Breath of the Wild? If you didn't mention it before, you lurk. Hi, Renix! Thanks for lurking. Night shift's nice. I have a night shift tonight. Oh, I'm gonna have to sleep after stream. Oh, I hope you're resting up. Take it easy. Raru Secret Stones. Raru, here you go, friends. Everyone take one. Yeah! Right. Is now focusing towards that. I think so. And they poured so much creativity into like this game alone that it makes sense. They just kind of want to like close that chapter and leave it in the past. Yeah, right, Snow, about Breath of the Wild. Yeah, playing Tears of the Kingdom makes you realize they could have done so much more with Breath of the Wild. Even though playing Breath of the Wild at the time felt like a complete game. Yeah, it's very interesting. Oh, behind the sky barrier. Oh, yeah! Yeah. The Sonia Stone that caused Zelda to go back in time. But it was, well, it was Raru's... Yeah, I don't know. It was Raru's stone that Zelda had picked up when they were in the imprisoning chamber, and I think because we learned that she has more, like, control of her time power over light power, I think it just changed to, like, match her powers. It was kind of like when Raru's stone, like, fell off of him, it was kind of like a clean slate, I think. Just how, like, when Ganondorf took Sonia's, it was, like, completely wiped, and then it became the stone of, like, whatever power or whatever it was, destruction. I don't think any of them planned for her to be sent back. I think it was just, like, when she got lucky and picked up the stone, otherwise she would have, like, fallen and died. And then I assume just because she had time power, it was, like, some innate part of her like reversed herself back in time, even if she didn't realize it, to save herself. But then it ended up like, you know, being exactly what needed to happen. I don't know. Yeah. Sonia, so beautiful. D-buds. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Joel. Yeah, it's like this game was such a complete game, but sometimes I think about like how much they could have done with it, and it gets me excited to think about. I wouldn't even mind if like they kept this version of Link and Zelda in like a new game. They like set off to explore what's beyond Hyrule, and then we go overseas or something. But I feel like they're fully done with this version of Link and Zelda in this animation style. But they could do a lot more with it. It's just, it's so iconic. How cool would that be, though, if they, like... You know, they're like, let's set off to explore new land. I think that would be so cool. Where did I see that chest? Where was that chest? Oh! Somewhere over here? Hanging over here, right? Yes. Crystal below you? Yeah, I'll definitely get the crystal. I just kind of want to... I know I'll forget, so I just kind of want to grab the treasure map and get it out of the way. And then we'll do the whole shrine quest. Go to the Flower Kingdom! Oh! Imagine if there was some sort of crossover like that. Ah, how would I even get this? I just don't want to fall. I really don't. I wonder if I go down and get this thing for the shrine, if maybe there's an opening and I can pull the chest close to me from there. Zelda likes him. Oh, I really want that. It's a treasure chest. Think you need arrows? Even if I had arrows, though, it would just fall to the island below. Oh, but I guess there is an island below, so that I could just go grab it. Zelda growing her crops. I could... I could... Ah, gosh. I think set this on fire and it will burn it down. There's no way to... not from where I'm standing. Because it's just leaves. I think they would burn, probably. Climb down. That still doesn't really do anything for me, though. Oh, you know what? I might be able to stand here. Oh, God. Damn. Play as Ganon! That's what I liked about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Every time you'd finish a chapter, there'd be a little segment where you played as Bowser, and it was so cool. It was so, so cool. Why can't I claim that? I feel like I'm low enough that I should be able to grab that. Being harassed by cats wanting fed. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day. I really want this. I don't know if I could pull it. God. Maybe because it's covered in vines, I can't pick it up. Please. Ah, man. I mean, worst that happens, it just drops down to the island below, I think. Rocket down, then balloon up. I could do that. Oh shit. Okay, well. I'm down here now. So, I could try to get this orb quickly, but I do want that chest. Well, you know what? I could take this out and I can make something work. Okay, there's actually good stuff down here. I'm gonna use all of my resources to get that chest. Okay, I think I'll be okay. And you will come with me. Well, this stuff is all here for me to get back to the shrine, not for me to get the chest. But... Wow, this is gonna be annoying. I'm gonna have to loop around with it. I really want that chest! Okay, what I will do, I will take the... I will take this with me, but I'm gonna make a stop to the chest on the way. Okay, I'm gonna use all my resources. I really want that chest. That is a nice chest. I say nothing. I'm gonna take all this stuff. Okay. Okay, let me try to... Oh yeah, I did not attach it. Shit. But all this stuff is like rolling off. Okay, we're good. I'm going to, try to make a little device that will kind of get me around. I don't think I necessarily need height. I don't think I need to go higher up at all. I just need to be able to move around. Okay, I don't actually even know. Is this something that will... Can I fly around on this? These floating platforms? Or I don't see why not. I don't know if I've ever tried, but... Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, I'm gonna try to be very careful and get my chest. Oh god, okay. Oh god, I hate... Oh, how much momentum this has. Okay, I'm determined to get my chest. I just need to make a little U-turn. I'm determined to get my chest. I just need to go slightly under it, I think. Oh god, we're gonna have a crash. We're gonna have a crash landing. Oh god, come on, no, 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 no. There's still the issue of me needing to cut the... rope down. Or if I would just like to like go right under it, that I could like slash it with my sword. I need this chest. I'm not gonna leave without this chest. Okay, we're gonna make another little U-turn. Try to get some height at the same time. I just want to basically get leveled with it, you know. It's so difficult trying to turn this thing around. I feel like this is my best option right now. Okay, try to get some height. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. And literally exactly where I started. Trying to like steer myself upward a little bit. But there's a stupid thing in the way. No. Please. Okay, what I could maybe do. I'll just swing back around every dad ever. That is such a dad thing. Let me just swing back around. Okay. This will work. One way or another. Oh, shit! I clicked the wrong button. if this works. Guys, recall is goated. Recall is goated. That didn't work. Wow. Okay, now attach, don't let go. Okay, love you too. I mean, this still doesn't fix the issue that there's some branches in my way. Okay, come on, just shimmy out. I wish this thing could get out of my way. Somehow resourceful some Tears of the Kingdom players are. Oh my god, this branch, man. Like, who planted this branch here? I was moving ever so slightly. Now I'm grazing. Like, I'm gonna have to lower myself. This is so annoying. I'm gonna have to lower myself just so I can get out of this little pickle I'm in. Or what if I lower one? Doesn't really do anything. Oh no, that didn't do anything. Please. Being in a pickle outside of the US or the UK, really? Am I being goofy or should this not be like pushing me down right now? Okay, oh, we're actually shimmying out. We're shimmying out. Bob's everyone uncle. Tulin, I swear to God. Okay. I gotta get out of this pickle. I gotta get out of this pickle. You say pickle, you call things cheeky more than me, really? I feel like a lot of UK and Canadian lingo is kind of similar. Oh! It really is. Ooh. Okay, if I get stuck under there again, I think we're okay. Okay. I think we're okay. I mean, we're partially stuck. Like a Brit sometimes, really? That's so funny. UK and France had a baby. That's so funny. I feel like 3 places that I've heard are like quite similar in a lot of ways. Not even just in terms of like lingo, but in terms of like I mean kind of like the schooling system and like cultural norms, I guess you could say. I've heard that Australia and like England and Canada are quite similar. I think more so, like from what I've heard, England and Australia is really similar, and I think Canada is quite like kind of like the UK in some ways. How similar is Canada to the US, I wonder? I feel like US and Canada are so similar in a lot of ways, but so different in a lot of ways. Even though it's like so nearby. I don't know. I feel like Canada would maybe be more so similar to the US than like the UK. It's just because they're so close by. Please. Okay, now mission, operation, gain height. Because I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. I think I'm in a pretty good spot, and I think we just need to go up. All the same as Brits, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of political stuff is kind of similar. UK? A country, true. Okay, my plan is pretty good right now, guys. The words are so cute. Love Australian lingo. I do too. I love the way Aussies talk and their little like sayings. I got my chest! Oh my god, my eye is so irritated right now. The words are so cute. I feel like a lot of, from what I've heard from like content creators I've seen, a lot of Australian and UK lingo overlaps. But yeah, don't Australians say like, I don't know, there's some really cute ones. Rise up lights. Oh wait, oh my god, rise up lights. That's so true. Oh, it's one I don't have. Very fun. I was determined to get that chest and I got it. Okay, so now I am done for this little island. Now back to the shrine. Oh, but I'm still... Okay. The amount of times I've had to adjust these. But it should be smooth sailing from here. Okay. Take me to my shrine, please. Hopefully that's good enough to get the job done. Yay! Oh, I'm still hitting this a little bit. No, I'm trying to turn around and I just keep hitting the wall. Like at this point. This thing is annoying to steer. I don't recommend making a flying contraption out of one of these big floaty things. Okay, please. Please. Okay. Oh god. Whew. Stressful. Flaming Gala? I don't know if I've ever heard of that one. Too Aussie, that is too funny. Oh, I love that. Yay, this will be a blessing shrine. And then we are done for this part. Been trying to do this boss fight hit list for hours. Died to one of its minions. No, that's so frustrating. I'm so sorry. I was gonna say, I have to say my favorite Australian content creator. I don't really watch like a whole lot of like YouTube couples per se, but this is one I've been following just for like years because I think they're like really sweet together and I just like they're really entertaining. I don't know if you guys know Jess and Gabriel Conti, but she's Australian and he's like American. and he was a Viner, like back when Vine was popping. And they met on like Instagram, and then now they live in America together, and they're like married with a baby and stuff. And yeah, no, they're really fun. And I love her accent and like all her little like slang words and stuff. Vine, right? I know, what a throwback. Vine. The good old Vine days. And now we have TikTok, which is good for different reasons, but Vine had such a funny kind of humor. I do like how a lot of that, like, Vine energy has kind of made its way onto TikTok, though. What's a Vine? Okay, I'm gonna check off this shrine. This is way more productive than last night's stream. I'm getting good stuff right now. Oh! So for this stuff to show up in good condition in the depths, do I have to pick it up, or can I just like add it to my compendium? I don't really have space in my inventory, and I don't really want rusty weapons anyway. Is it just, do you interact with it to any extent? I wonder. And then I know it's 2 separate compendium entries for like a rusty weapon and then its pristine like counterpart. Chingo! What up? What's poppin'? I was more productive during the day. It depends for me. I think I'm usually the same though. Okay. You're gonna be lurking? No worries. No worries at all. From here I want to get the Korok. Korok up there. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Game audio? Hello? Why did it do that? Of all short videos, yeah, I feel like Vine really kind of... Vine walked, so like TikTok and Reels and Shorts could run. Like Vine really kind of set in motion. Oh, Jesus, I did not... Okay. I was not even like prepared. Vine like set in motion short form content, I think. I didn't even have a moment to think about what I was doing. Okay, there should be a Korok somewhere here. It's probably one of the hidden ones, like, okay. Maybe? I forgot, I can click and see what it says. This one doesn't have a description. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's maybe only if it has like a little puzzle associated with it. Zelda Maps gives you description. This one just has coordinates. Okay, Korok, done. Yay, so we're done with the Tabantha Sky Archipelago. It's the weapons and needs to be picked up. Shoot. That's okay. I'll remember. I have a shrine here now, so I don't know. Maybe I'll come back one day if I need to get a hold of those weapons. Got that. I don't have this yet. I don't have this yet. Yeah, no, I don't have that one yet because when it's done, it says ancient tablet. Okay. I don't have this yet. Where was it? How high up is it? Ooh, it's like close enough to my current elevation that I can't confidently say I would make that. Oh wait, I can shoot myself again. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that should probably take me right to it. Looks like I'm kind of already pointing it. Hopefully this takes me there. Yeah, we'll be good. Yay! I'm doing so good. How are you doing? Probably gonna stream for a bit longer, but not too much longer. And then I have an overnight shift tonight, so I'm gonna. It's like about 1:22 my time, so I'm gonna get off and basically try to get ready for bed to have a big day nap. But it was good. A lot of it didn't really appeal to me, but you know what I'm so excited for? Eee! Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite games that I grew up playing. And it's coming to Switch, baby! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This might drop me to the ground. It probably will. Oh, it doesn't. I wonder why some drop you down and some don't. Look at the photo. Usually they run away from photos. Look, I have little Tulin in the corner. He's like, yes. Ancient tablet. Yes. The retro vibes of Lara Croft. I always say Laura. I hope you're doing good too, though. Yeah, the Detective Pikachu does actually look quite cute as well. RIP Metroid fans! Oh yeah! Okay, today's been a good stream. I'm gonna keep going for a bit longer, but ignoring the North Lome Labyrinth and this King Gleeok fight down here, I basically, as far as Sky Islands go, this whole chunk is 100%ed. So basically the entire west side, for the most part, I won't have to go back to these islands. Not bad, not bad. Between today and last night's stream. Oh, okay. I cross-referenced this one. That's done. It's in 3 hours and a half. Animals Crossing for an age now. PlayStation Direct. Is that a thing? You've done all the labyrinths? I haven't done any of them yet other than the Akala surface one. They were fun. I've heard such good things. I think Joel really enjoyed the labyrinths as well. Are you, Avalon, are you still playing like Tears of the Kingdom? I know last we spoke you said you did so much and had like hundreds of hours in it and got kind of burnt out. Are you going for 100%, Avalon? Or... PlayStation Showcase. Oh, that does sound familiar. I'm not gonna fight that King Gleeok. I feel like that's gonna be a pain to even get to. Okay, so this is done. Is there an important chest here I'm missing? No, it's just a flame emitter. Okay, yay. So... Oh! I guess we can start kind of working our way around. It says there's a Korok in the corner of the sky labyrinth. Have I done this? Trying to see what I've done. East Gerudo Sky. Okay, I have that shrine. I can mark it off. Mark is complete. I have this. Doesn't look like I'm missing any Koroks here. So this is actually done. I have this. I have this. I'm just trying to cross-reference right now. Okay, so I have this Korok. There's a treasure map here. Again, because I have the Korok, I want to assume I would have this treasure chest that's right beside it. Also, Sage's Will over here. I want to assume I've gotten these, but I don't really know for sure. Hopefully I can just glide over and check. Still on a game break. Going for 100% nice. You're doing so good though. I know last I was aware of you have all the shrines and like so many things done. So you're doing really well with your run from what I remember. Not game break, Tears of the Kingdom break. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's fair. All the depths and all the sky islands. That's so impressive. It's so impressive. Okay. See if it can quickly shoot me over and I'll see if I've done all the things. A bit burnt out. That's fair. There is a lot of content in this game. Yeah, I'm pretty set on going for 100%, but I feel like that would be hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay, so I could see myself getting burnt out and maybe taking breaks from it and playing other games for a little bit. No you, Jingle. Athos, hi! How's it going? Okay, it looks like that's a pedestal that would have had a chest, so I got it.
You're doing great, Tori.
No you! No you! There would have been a chest with a sage's will over here. Okay, I got it. I've done this. I've done this. So I can check this off. Check this off. Check this off. Okay, so the only thing is there's a treasure map over here. I assume I've got it because I got the Korok next to it, but I'm gonna check. Just down here. Oh, my most hype announcement! I'm so excited! This is one of my favorite games, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I grew up like loving this game so much. So that coming to Switch is like what I'm most hyped for. I've been wanting a Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door like remake or port on the Switch for years. Back in the day, the good old GameCube books. Oh, so cute. Yeah, that was my #1. I'm so hyped about it. Your first console game was Zelda? That's so fun. My first game I ever played was Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. That got me into gaming. The Princess Peach game was really exciting too. Okay, so this is where there would be a treasure chest for the depths. Okay, someone's trying to literally shoot me. I'm not seeing a chest here, so I assume I got it. Wow, okay. I've done a lot more than I realized I have. But this is good. This like cross-referencing with my Zelda maps, ZeldaMaps.com right now is kind of tedious. But like as soon as I cross-reference, I have no reason to ever visit these islands again. So like once we're done with the Sky Islands, we are done with the Sky Islands, you know? Okay, so that's done. Okay, so all of this is 100% complete. Not too bad. Okay. Do I want to commit to the Sky Plateau today? There's a lot of Koroks and caves and bubble frogs I'm missing. I might save Sky Plateau for later. It's kind of like a big commitment right now. So down for the nostalgia. They are. It does feel like the end of the Switch life cycle. I have this ancient tablet. Check that off. Ooh, there's a Korok here that I do not have. Yeah, they're like, and Luigi's Mansion 2, I'm excited for. Okay, so some of these little isolated islands, I don't know if I've done. There's a Flux Construct and a Sage's Will. Wonder what the best way to get to these islands would be. Could I actually kind of like fly here from where I am now? Jesus, stop shooting me. I want to get over there. Let me go back here. Let me go here, and there's probably something to shoot me over pretty close. That's a good Brazilian. My first console game was an SNES soccer game. I love that so much. And to play Metroid Prime 4, that's valid. How they got Mario. Paper Mario 64 expansion bit. Part of me wishes the original Paper Mario got some love. Oh, is there like an original Paper Mario before the N64 one? No, it's N64 one, GameCube one, and then the Switch one, right? Oh, really? I didn't know that. Soccer. In Europe for a time before being shortened to football for the rest of the world. Oh, but wait, if we're talking about soccer though, like in North America, I know it's just referred to as soccer. That's only in like the UK, isn't it? Where football is soccer? They look fire. Thank you. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I was talking about it a bit yesterday. I was kind of worried. Oh my god, random bystander! Welcome in. How's your stream? But yeah, I was kind of worried because I wrote like a little essay on it. I was like, hopefully it prints okay because the text will be so small, but it turned out okay. I definitely should have added like a little YouTube icon instead of just the Twitch one, but that's okay. Oh, Randy, how was your stream? Welcome on in. Oh, special events. Oh, were you guys watching and discussing the direct? What were everyone's thoughts? What were everyone's highlights? Send me one by mail. I should. I got a bundle of 100, so if I ever send out like postcards to any of you or anything, just slip a little business card in there. You watched the direct? What are you guys most excited for? 2 series after that, Mario and Luigi. Paper Mario on N64. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that, Aethys. I heard the Switch one was pretty good. I own it digitally, but I haven't played it yet. Postcards? I should. Mario Kart Wave 6? Very fun, very fun. You grew up with 1,000 Year Door, you're legit crying. Dude, you read my mind. I've been wanting this remake for years. I'm so hyped. Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door was my highlight, for sure. So you and me are in the same boat. I feel like you and me played, like, I know we have a lot of, like, similar games that we like. So I imagine we both like grew up with the GameCube as one of our main consoles. Yeah, Princess Peach, yeah, that one looks cute. We both have good taste. Heck yeah. Yeah, this game, I've been wanting it literally for like the past couple of years, every Nintendo Direct. And I didn't think it actually happened, but as soon as you heard the little music at the start, I was like, oh my god, 1,000 Year Door. I know, when I get off stream today, actually, I probably won't have time after, but I want to put my Paper Mario reaction on my main channel. Normally, I put my full direct reaction like on the VODs channel and edit it down for the my highlights channel. But for I think 99% of the direct, I was just kind of here and like yawning. A lot of it did not appeal to me, so I think I could not get really a lot of content out of it. So I think I'm just gonna post my Paper Mario reaction and just cut that out. Good old Leave sounds good. Good luck with like your editing and stuff. I think I'll do that tonight on my overnight shift. I think I'm gonna get off stream and just try to sleep all day. And then I'm gonna try to have 8 hours of editing on my overnight shift tonight. Yeah, no worries, Aethys. Yeah, overall it was like... There were a lot of games that didn't really appeal to me necessarily, but there were some good ones. Like I'm excited for the Marios, the Luigi Mansion 2. And Paper Mario was like my big one. Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe it's already 1:30. Damn. Okay, so from here, I'm trying to see... I don't understand. 6 out of 6 pins. Like, where are my pins being used right now? I don't fully get how the pins work. Like, I don't think they're being used right now. Why can I not use them? Lara Croft, really? I wouldn't be opposed to trying it. I would not be opposed to trying it. I want to glide this way. Would I be able to glide this way as well, or only the other way? That's where I'm trying to go. It's actually not very far. $6:30 somehow. Oh no. I think I can glide either way. JRPG heaven, I know. Really, really good year, and especially this direct, especially for like JRPG and like tactical RPG fans. Oh, would this even work with a wing, or is it? Do they not give me a wing? Please give me a wing. I think my plan was to like shoot myself over, but yeah, okay, I'll shoot myself over. It's probably more effective. But yeah, if anyone has to leave a lurk or head out, thank you so much again, Random Bystander, for that raid. I really appreciate it. And anyone who tagged along. I hope you guys had a fun time over there. Right now, I won't spoil anything about the story if anyone's playing this game, but a couple streams ago we beat Tears of the Kingdom main story. I'm a huge Zelda fan. This is like my game of the year. And now I'm going for 100%. So right now I'm trying to clear out the Sky Islands. So far, everything on like the west part of the map is basically 100%ed. Not the labyrinths. Some overworld bosses and Koroks I'm missing, but I don't know. It's been pretty good today. It's been pretty productive so far. I hope I can make that. I think I'll be okay. Oh! That's not where I'm going. That's where I'm trying to pin. Why can't I pin? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Trombone chip is 11. Oh, yeah. See, I was like, if that's really cheap, I'll grab it, but I don't know. Thousand Year Door Remaster gave me hope for a Super Paper Mario remaster. And nothing can top it. Damn, sounds good. So I am trying to go... confused about where I'm trying to go right now. Like, I'm completely not facing the right way. Into this game, that's so impressive. I wonder how many hours I've put into this game. I want to say between, like... Oh, more than I thought. 175 on stream and off stream. Not too bad. Not too bad. More than I thought. Oh, also left the game on today. That's true, because when I started my game, it put me back exactly where I was at the end of stream yesterday. No title screen or anything, and I realized I didn't turn my Switch off after stream. But it still would have been in like sleep mode, right? Or would it have been like on gameplay the whole time? It would have still been on sleep mode though, and I don't think the game runs so when you have it on sleep mode. I don't know, because when I turned on my it would be sleeping. Yeah, because when basically what happened, I turned on my stream and I turned on my Switch and it loaded to like that first page, like, oh, check out Nintendo news, and then I opened Tears of the Kingdom and it wasn't like closed, if that makes sense. Game doesn't run on sleep. Yeah, so I don't think it would have counted towards it. I never close my games, only counting your active gameplay. Gotcha. I think 175 checks out. I've played quite a lot off stream over the months. Looks like we have something in common. I am game. Okay, this is where I'm trying to get to, I believe. No, even further. I might be better off actually starting at the Room of Awakening and gliding down from there, to be honest. Why can't I just pin it from here? Like, why are my... it says all my pins are in use. But they're not. I don't understand that. Yeah, why are the pins giving me such a hard time right now? Where are the sky islands I'm looking for? Lost in Random. Ooh, never heard of it. Is that the one I'm looking at? It totally is. And then there's another one close by that has a Korok. Oh my god, there's so many clouds. Why so cloudy? What did I just pin? No, I pinned something so far away. Never leave games running, it makes me uncomfortable. If I remember to, I usually always close the program. Time's flying by this year. I cannot believe it's already like mid-September. Why can I not pin that? That is so annoying. And it's too damn cloudy. Okay, I might see if I can fly that far. I have a feeling I won't be able to. But I'll try. I have this tablet, yeah I do. Okay, let's try to see if I can make it to the construct battle. Pin land, an object, or a dragon. Oh, even from the sky, from like the map? Oh, I see. So if I wanted to pin this, I'd have to really zoom in and do it. Oh, okay. That's helpful. See, I knew that for when you're like looking from the game and you pin it with the camera view, but I thought when you were doing like looking at the map, I could just pin like anywhere. Oh, it straight up says can't put a pin here. Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for clarifying, I had no idea. Lost in Random is a great game. I've never heard of it. I'll have to look into it. I'm definitely not going to make it to that construct fight. Ooh, I don't know how much more I'm going to do today. It's already coming up to 4 hours. I'm pretty hungry. I think I'm going to wrap it up soon. But this was good. Trying to see if I can make it here. I already won't be able to. Ni no Kuni, I could see you liking Lost in Random, really. I had a love-hate relationship with Ni no Kuni. By the end of it, I think the story like made it really good for me. I really liked the story in Ni no Kuni. I think it was really like a charming and sweet story. And I think that kind of made me overlook a lot of the things I wasn't a fan of, but for a lot of Ni no Kuni, I don't think it was my style of game. Like, I got a lot of, like, I don't know. There were a lot of moments where I got pretty frustrated and felt like I didn't really have a good grasp on what I was doing, or where the grinding was a bit tedious. Yeah, so Ni no Kuni, I had a lot of it was like hit or miss for me. I think just that JRPG style is kind of hit or miss for me. The gameplay was a bit annoying, yeah. Like it's really the story that kind of kept me really hooked on Ni no Kuni. But there were times where I definitely felt like I just wanted to push through and see it to the end just for the sake of like completing it, and like less about me like really wanting to. A lot simpler than Ni no Kuni? Okay. I'm sure I would like it then. Yeah, a lot of Ni no Kuni was kind of frustrating to me. It was a big learning curve, I found. For someone who's never really played like a JRPG type of game. A butted. Yeah, I might call it soon. I'm getting really hungry. And stuff. But I would like to see if I can... I don't know. I want to see if I can get this construct or make it to those islands. Wow, it's weird to be back here. I'm so impatient. Speedrunners cheese this bit. I've seen it too. They do some kind of... I don't think I could do it casually, because it looks like there's a bit of setup to it, but they like scale the wall on that south side of the room. Yeah, since I beat it the other day, I watched the world record. Yeah, and I think he beat the recent one by like 3 seconds or something, right? It's a cool speedrun for sure. Yeah, I think in this room there's some kind of like glitch they do here. Something with like you draw your weapon or you slash and then it like glitches you up here. I could not do it for the life of me. I really just want to get to the top of this area. I just want the height. The backwards jump slash, something like that. Something like that. Oh. Huh, it definitely almost let me. I feel like I saw that in Breath of the Wild a lot too. Jump backwards, jump slash, and it pushes you like up or something. I probably could have just... Oh no, I don't think it would have worked. I was gonna say I think I could recall out of here from where I just was, but the ceiling isn't really a flat surface. Spin the A button. I'm trying to find a tight spot to ascend. Actually, while I'm up here, are there any Koroks up here I'm missing? I don't think so. I think I have every single Korok on this bit. But I want to see if I can gain some height. Hopefully it's not too far. Oh, and then the speedrunner, seeing them like, they run up here and they grab the 3 wings. And then they use the wings to get across the sky plateau. It's so cool. Okay. I want to see, now that I have this height... Oh my god, my apple. Did you guys see my apple? Wow, this is a gorgeous view. Wow, that's so pretty. Special headgear. Not really. I got like a Zonite headgear today. From a sky island. From Light something island. Riju just casually walking by. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome. But armor is one thing I haven't really... Oh, I like both shots. Armor is one thing I haven't really gotten a lot of yet in my playthrough. Okay, so I'm trying to get... Oh my god, stop standing so close to me. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get... Am I just so high up that I can't really see what I'm doing? I'm facing my markers and there's nothing there. I see a dragon down there. I think that might actually be the light dragon. Oh yeah, I think I'm just really high up. Don't stand so close to me. They're so annoying sometimes. I know the game tried to add like a feature where they become kind of like transparent when they stand like on screen, but I feel like it doesn't really do anything. Are these really this far away? Is it gonna be that tiny little... No, that's not an island. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, this stuff is quite low. No, I didn't. I do know about that though, but I haven't finished the CC versus Reed quest. Oh, is that the light dragon? We love you. Ah, no. I was like, can I farm you real quick? But nah. I have a goal in mind. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I've played it before. I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Very rarely have I played it, but I've played it for the odd community stream here or there. I'm not like a huge Mario Kart player though. Like I play it once in a blue moon very casually. I don't think it'd be worth me getting the DLC or anything like that. It's been so long since I turned it on. I know, since I got my OLED, I don't know the last time I touched my original Switch. If you play online. Oh, I have heard about that, yeah. But the person like running it has to have the DLC, right? Like, because if I were streaming it, I think I would have to have the DLC, if I'm not mistaken. Like if I made like a lobby. I'm not too sure how it works. I'm not a huge Mario Kart 8 fan though. Like it's fun with people, but it's not like my favorite Mario Kart. But yeah, if we do a community stream anytime soon, I'll definitely play it. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this construct. Good thing the Blood Moon's happening now, and maybe it's for the best that it took me so long to get there. Because if I fought it while the Blood Moon was happening, that would have sucked. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to get the construct and then I'm gonna call it. This has been a good 4-hour stream. I'll see if I can easily make it to the construct from where I'm at. Shoot, the perception was so tricky when I was falling. I thought this was the higher elevation. Okay, you know what? We're gonna... Shoot, okay, this is gonna be annoying, but I think that was a good strat to get there. So we're gonna go here and then we're gonna go for the construct. And then I think we will be all good. It's actually good progress today. I definitely don't think I fought this construct because it's pretty hard to get to. Whee! This is so fun. We're doing so good with the Sky Islands. Like a lot of progress the past couple of streams. Yay! Aw, thank you so much for your 3 months, Avalon. That is so sweet. Thank you for that. Thank you for the sub. That is so nice of you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Pa, it's been so nice. I know. That's a nice thing about Nintendo Directs. They get me live like way earlier than I normally stream. And then it's nice for people who are like in different time zones. Anonymous, thank you so much for the crab rave and for the 100 bits. That's so fun. Thank you so much for the crab rave. It doesn't look like I'm ascending up out of here. And you too, yeah, it's been really nice. Oh, I'm so determined to get this construct. There are probably easier ways to do it. Like I could just build a mech or something to fly me there, but it's okay. Oh, Istrate, thank you for the 100 bits. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Hype Train is close. Europe things. No. I just want. Okay, I don't think I can ascend actually out of this place. But I guess this is the best it's gonna get, so. We will go here. I really like the Tears of the Kingdom tutorial. It was pretty lengthy. I don't know. I guess maybe it's meant to be equivalent to Breath of the Wild. I just kind of did it the wrong way. I guess there is no wrong way, but I explored a lot. Which is probably why it took me a long time, but... Okay, and then I can just go from here, actually. I don't have to climb up at all. I see where I have to go. Oh, actually... Okay, I have to make sure I'm facing the right way. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Oh, and hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Okay, so I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight this guy. Oh, I'm gonna fight this guy. Excuse me. I muted in time. I sneezed. And then we're gonna call it. Yeah, I would love to put my Hylian hood down. I haven't done a lot of stuff in major areas in this game anyway. Like, I don't have a lot of Zora quests or Rito quests or Hateno quests. Like, I've really just been doing kind of overworld stuff. Bless you, thank you. So, it'll be fun when we get to that point. Did someone just honk their car outside? What am I looking for right now? My body part. Okay, my glide shirt. Whee! I'm gliding! Ah, I know, it's so aggressive. Whee! What is that little island on the left of me, though? Okay, that's the one I just went to. Oh! The one I just went to with the Korok. Yeah, looking from a bird's eye view, you can't really tell the elevation between them at all. I went for the Korok first because I assumed it was higher up, but it's actually the opposite. Okay, let's just put on the full Hylian set today. Okay, little construct fight. Also, no one tell me, because I'm sure it's probably actually not anything super cool, but I really want to go in, not today, but I'm really curious about what's in that, like, whirlpool. I assume it just takes you to the depths or something, but I think that's really cool. I've always flown around it, and I've never actually been to it yet. Like, still, like, a lot of little mysteries and secrets like that I have to find out for myself. Have been there? I was gonna say, am I on the right track? Like, do I have the right idea? I'm sure it just takes you to the depths somewhere. It will be cool to see, though. And hi, Joel. Oh, attached to it. I could see that. Like a little shrine quest. In the, Lake Hylia, I think is what it's called. There's a little whirlpool. Oh, I feel like there's a lot of things actually like that in the game that I haven't seen yet. Even from trailer 3, those like sink sand holes in the desert have not been there yet either. Maybe it's more whirlpools and then it just goes forever. Have you been there yet? takes you to the multiverse. The cinematic Nintendo universe. Mario is down there. Where is it? Can I just open this quickly? Just in case it all goes south. Let me just claim my treasure. Sage's will. Solid. Treasure first. Reward first, fight later. Whee! Still gotta fight this guy for the completion. Oh. Yeah, this will be the last thing we do today. I'm ready to call it after this. This was a good stream. Yeah, today was really productive. I feel like we got a lot done in this time. I have one arrow. I'm not gonna use it. Ow. I should have seen that coming. Nope. Look at the sliver of health. Look how close. Please, please, please. Okay. That would have been annoying if he started a whole new phase. I like to remove their feet so they can't stand me. Oh, yeah. I've heard that if you take out certain, like, body parts and... or even their midsection, then they, like, fall apart. I don't know. It's so fast-paced, I just end up grabbing usually anyone I can. Okay, something I can fuse to this. I fought a lot of constructs today. I have a lot of construct weapons. You can go on this. Very nice. Okay, this is a good stream. This is where I will call it really, really good. Okay. Flux Construct 3, mark is complete. I don't even have everything cross-referenced yet, but based on what I haven't even cross-referenced what I've done on the East Sky Islands, but so far on my Zelda maps it says 9 out of 35 constructs. Wow, there is a lot of them actually. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And my stomach is rumbling. I'm gonna go eat some food and then sleep. And elemental dragons, yeah, the keys eyeballs and stuff are so helpful for Gleeox. I'm gonna have to farm some keys, I think. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you all hanging here. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, it was fun. 55.01%. Start a stream, it was 54 point something. We've gone up we gone up like a percent basically. Thanks, Randy. Wow, that's like nothing. Just a percent. Thanks, Randy.
You're doing great,
Avalon, Pa, Trixie. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you so much. Yeah, pretty good. So I can get rid of this now. And between today's stream and yesterday's stream, I got a lot of Sage's Will. I definitely need to visit a goddess statue at some point, cook some meals. But yeah, as far as Sky Islands go, all of this is 100%ed. Discluding like Gerudo Sky and the labyrinths and stuff. I feel like I have not really done much with the East Sky Islands though. I'm missing that. Yeah, I think I'm missing things in a lot of these. That's okay. Night here, have a good sleep. Okay, I'm going to save again. Always save again for good measure. I'm gonna see if there's anyone I could raid. If not, I'll just get off. I'm not too concerned. Oh wow, there are a lot of people live. Okay, I'm gonna remember to close my game and turn my Switch off this time. Turn that off. Yeah, love y'all. I do have people I could raid. If you're interested, you do. Ooh, that could be an option. I have a lot of people live, so I think I'm okay, but for options, but what are they playing? Let me see how... I have someone who's been playing for like just starting stream for 11 minutes. So I might do that. But you're more than welcome to drop their name in chat and I can quickly check them out. I kind of want to go to Kira though. I really like Kira. Kira just started streaming and is gonna do a platinum run. Platinum run, no trophy buying near Automata. Restart cosplay. Ooh, okay, I could definitely check them out. And I probably won't for this time around, but I can open it up and maybe raid them next time. Oh, they just started stream as well. That could be a nice little surprise to them. I might visit Kira though. But I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep them in mind. We can definitely raid them another time. I think that'd be really nice. I think I'm gonna go to Kira. But thank you so much. We can definitely check them out next time. So I think I'm gonna go to Kira. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so Kira berries. Near Automatica Platinum Run. Automatica. I never say it right. And she is a UK streamer and very sweet. Okay, oh, thank you for the raid messages. And thanks for hanging, guys. This was very fun. Very, very fun. I don't know when I'll be live next, but this was good, actually. I feel like recently I had 3 streams pretty back-to-back. When I don't even think before that, I had 3 streams in the last like couple of months. So a solid little streak. You got this. Thank you. I hope it goes well. I'm feeling kind of sleepy, which is good. I hope I can fall asleep. I hope I can fall asleep. I've had some overnights where I like really struggle to sleep beforehand, and you definitely feel it. You're just there and it's like 4 a.m. and you're like, ugh. Cool tea, thanks. It's a good one. I like this shirt. Bye, Randy. I like it so much. I have it in 2 sizes. I have like a super large baggy one that looks good with biker shorts, and then I have this one which is like a bit more fitted and casual, depending on the vibe of the day, you know. This was back when I worked in retail though, so I got a good discount on clothing and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go. Everyone say hi to Kira, show her love. She's awesome. I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye.